me record
That's
how.
okay.
So let me briefly explain what I, I started with this morning. I started with question 39, creating total sale by category. So what I did was I dragged the sale into a value and category into a rows. Likewise, for the regional sales by category, I drag the sale into this value and the region into the rows and column into category. The next one, sales by segment, the same method. And ship mode by count order. I drag the ship mode here and I use order ID to count the order. Okay, we are in question 43, top 10 product by sales. So let me take out everything and start all over. So you want to know the top products by the sale, the highest products by the sale. So you drag the product into the rows and the value into the sales, and you come down here. I need to display the weight. So you come here, you click on the value filter because we want top 10, and you come here. So top 10 item. If you want percentage, it will give you the percentage. If you want the sum, it will give you sum. But we are looking for the items by sum of the sales. So these are the products that had the highest sales in the data set. So I need to rename these parts. Question 43. Top 10 by products.
You have not shared your screen.
Sorry. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Okay, let me
Yes,
do
yes.
that part back for you so that you can. Let me take out the products. So, product name here, sales here.
Hello, good evening, ma. Good
Good evening.
afternoon.
Good
Well
afternoon,
done. I
Victor.
have one little complaint. Whenever
Okay.
I work on the workbook and save it, when I open it, all my data go back to the original setting. I don't know.
I don't know. This morning, yesterday, you know that we did question 39, 40. I think we created 2 pivot table. This morning when I opened it, I couldn't find it. I don't know. Me too, I don't know. So
It's not funny.
yeah, me too, I don't know. But what I discovered last week when I was working on the data set here, I was answering the question and I created.
We can't
I
hear
put
you
color.
again.
Yes, can you hear me? So I put color on each question here. You understand? I saved the data set. When I open it the next day, all the format that I did went off, but I could see the question. But the questions that I answer, I used formula for each, but you see, I don't know, something is wrong. And the data set was downloaded from Cargo, where I used to download data set. Maybe the person that built the data set from scratch. Another thing I would say that before you work on it, maybe you should duplicate the data set or you should copy the data set and paste it on new sheet and see maybe it will work. So this morning when I opened the pivot table that I created yesterday, I couldn't find anything. I was so
But
mind.
I think what I did is to put it on the Google Sheets so
Okay,
that it's back up on the cloud.
maybe that is another option.
That in case of any mistake, and one can always access it. maybe one forgot to save, and then just go off. What can this really retrieve it if it is on cloud?
Okay. So when you want to find the top 10 products, you come here, you come to the filter, you come down to top 10, and you click OK. It will give the top 10, the highest sales in the product. Assuming that you want to increase it to 20, you can come here and increase it to 20. You want to see the 20 highest sales. So, but they ask us for top 10. Let's go back to 10. So, next question says, create sales by category chart. So, we'll go back and do the chart for each.
Hello, ma, you're muted.
I'm not muted though. Can't you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
I can
Hello,
hear
we
you.
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay, Victor, I think it's from your end. So let's create the chart. Insert. You can use recommended charts. Okay, which one are you going to use? Do you want to use this, or you want to use a pie chart? We can go for pie chart for this one. You click OK. I want to add this part. Oh, sorry. You right click, hide the value. So we leave this part. We rename our title sales by category. So I do the formatting. I want it bold. Yeah. So if you want this label, you can put data label here. But if you don't want, you can remove it. If you put the data label, you have to format it. You can format it from here. So I want the data label to be outside. This value. I want it outside the end. Or if you want it center, you want it inside, but I would like it outside. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so you can format each bold. You want it darker, bold. Bold and darker. So that is the first version. The next one, we use this insert. We can use a bar chart for that. So should we go with this one or this stack column?
Can we use a donut chart?
Yeah, I prefer this one. Cluster, this is a cluster chart. This one is 3D cluster, but I prefer this one. Or you want this type? Anymore. Which one should we go for? Should we go for this or should we go for the first one?
This one is okay.
Okay. So I want to take out the grid. You uncheck this part. So should we label it? No, I won't label it because, okay, let's format this part. So, I prefer we should leave it this way, because if you put your console here, it will tell you technology points and the total sale. So I want to add this part from the chart. Yeah, what you do if you
Hello,
want to
ma.
remove the blank part, yes?
When you are done, if you want save as Excel format, if not, you
Except
lose some
from,
of those data.
okay,
That's what I just
save
observed.
as,
Save it in the Excel. You will still have it when you open it later. If not, you will lose all these things you are doing.
thank you. So you want to remove the blank. I don't want the blank to show. It's a missing value that is not existing in the data set. I can filter it here. I call out this checkout. So we have the normal chart. So let's title it. We say we want to title it original sales by category. No, I'm not doing this. Bold. I want it more darker. So if you want to name the each axis, you click here and you name this part sales. Sorry. Okay. And this part category, no, region. So I'll beautify it later. Let's continue. The next say by segment the same way. I can use a pie chart for this part too. We can use something like this, so we can have different charts. Remove the grid, remove the legends, check out the blanks. Hide these parts. Hide these parts from the data sets. Title. Save by segments. So next, ship mode by count ID. Let me remove the blank before we continue. Research, recommendation, charts. Okay. The total ship mode. To add the and I want, so I'll beautify it later. Let's me continue. So the top, we can leave this one like this. in case we want to work on the top 20, because if we create a chart from this part, you see, but I prefer leaving it in like this. So we'll use this part in the data set. Let me see. If it is a Power BI, now Power BI has a chart that you can use for so let's leave this part this way. I don't want chart for it. So create a total sales KPIs. Okay, create a monthly sales trend chart. Okay, let's do that. So if you want to create a trend chart, that is a line chart. So what do you think we can create? Monthly. That was the reason why we create months. Yeah, it's not here. I need to go back to my chart and add the month part into my pivot table. Inside table, pivot table. So I want to see the length. Yes, I can add everything down here. So I'll drag a month. Almost right. I need to go back because I don't know which one is months here. The question answer. Yeah, let me name them so that I can. Yeah, months number. So I need to create it again. Before table. So months. Go save sha. Don't know why it not save. Says I'll see now. Yes, this month. Let me rename it here. If it can allow me to rename. I know there's not option to rename. Okay, yeah, you can customize month. Okay, yeah. So we use this one to create a chart. Accommodation chart. No, it's ask first for line charts. This trend chart. We use line charts. Good. Delete. Right. Right. So we have the highest sales in the month of November. Let's format this part to dollar. You can format it to maybe decrease it like 4,000. Yeah. I can delete this part too. So when you put your mouse, you will see the total sales. November we have 350,000. So this is the line chart. So let's name this part. Call my attention if I'm too fast to please. I want to finish this part before the Zoom ended. So after this, we'll create matrices. Yeah, matrices. So after the next, we'll start with the dashboard. So, okay, I'll create the KPIs first. Create total order KPI. So, and we start the dashboard. Let's join the next meeting.